LSU Tigers at the Meritage Center in Baton Rouge. The College Game Day crew tips off our coverage at 7 Eastern Time. The beautiful city of Baton Rouge. And we are at the fabulous Super Pit in Denton, Texas tonight as Tulane leads the Mean Green by 3, 18-15 as we start the second quarter. Doug Anderson and Brian Burton with you tonight.
North Texas showing a little zone out of the quarter break. Slow down this Tulane team in the paint and on the glass.
Rainey in and out for Rainey. Rebounded by North Texas. Colonel pushes it to Wooten. And a terrific pass by Wooten. Able to find Ariana Hardaway for the easy deuce.
So much speed on this team when they get out in transition from a miss. Very hard to stop. They need to continue to do a good job to keep Tulane off the glass in order to get out and run.
Another miss by Tulane. Rebound to the Mean Green. Coach Jason Burton talked about tempo before this game. Said we want to play fast. We want to push the pace. And this team has a record of success when they score 70 or more in a game. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But when you can see it, when the Mean Green moves up and down the court, good things happen.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that feeds into that premium gas only mindset. They want to be able to play fast.
College with a big three-pointer on the other end for Tulane, and that gives them back the lead, 20-19.
Yeah, I mean, going back to Coach talking about how she loves to be able to, Coach Stockton, that is, be able to adjust to this new style of basketball, stealing things from the WNBA, NBA. She's done a great job of executing with this squad. Enjoyed watching this squad play.
Nice feed from Hardaway and a great turnaround jumper for Colonel. North Texas back in front.
Hardaway contributed to the last 3 baskets for North Texas. A layup, a mid-range jumper, and there you see a great assist.
College off the mark. And a whistle. That will go against Tulane. It'll be Mean Green basketball.
Yeah, there you see Hardaway contributing on the glass. One of the unsung heroes on this team, Hardaway, another returning player for the Mean Green. Has started the point guard majority of the season as a pass-first player, a defender, and Coach Burton says she's really good in the mid-range. Wants her to continue to be confident to take threes, but just says her value to this team is hard to measure by stats.
Colonel fights through a double team, missing on the shot. Ball goes out of bounds and will belong to the Green Wave. Tulane, 11 NCAA tournament appearances, 5 conference tournament titles in their illustrious history. This has been a rough year for Coach Lisa Stockton's ball club as College hits another big shot. Injuries have really plagued this Tulane team.
Yeah, it has, and they've had some bright spots that we talked about. The ECU win, the team that went to one of the teams that went to the tournament along with South Florida. They were up as much as 35 in that game, got a win.
Colonel can't get it to fall.
But yeah, they haven't been able to get the consistent play because they haven't had players available. They've had their guards in particular. Coach said, I've won a conference championship with only 1 post and all guards, but really hard to do the other way around. You have to have guards to be able to, win games in college basketball. And they've been able to find a way. They just lost to Charlotte by just 2 points right after beating ECU. So this team is super capable, and obviously Coach has won 650 games. She knows how to figure out a game plan to put her team in position.
1 second on the shot clock. Barely able to get the shot off, and since it's an air ball, it's a shot clock violation.
Coaches love shot clock violations if you're on defense. You want to put that clip into the film session and show that this is how we can play defense. Meanwhile, offensive coaches hate shot clock violations.
Yeah, there's no need for the clock to burn down that far. Hardaway to Duncan, now Colonel. And Colonel feeds it inside. Lampkin, turnaround. It's good.
I mean, what a pass. The bounce pass from the high-low, from the free throw line into the paint. Again, those two have such great chemistry. The number 1 and number 2 field goal percentage shooters in this conference. Coach Burton says the best front line in the league and one of the best in the country.
Mabry with a travel. And it will be North Texas ball, game tied at 23.
Yeah. Tulane continue to play in the zone, and in the zone, Meach does a good job stepping in front. Great bounce pass. Get a point-blank, close-range finish. Lampkin has played awesome in this first half. Good call.
Travel violation against Desiree Colonel.
Yeah, the thing about the zone is it's not one-on-one matchups most of the time. So you're a little bit more hesitant because you don't know when that second defender may come, may not. That hesitance that time caused the travel for the Mean Green.
Mackenzie Carter will check into the game for the Green Wave. Carter, one of 4 Texans on the Tulane roster, along with Amira Mabry, Joy Madison Key, and Kira Middleton.
Texas is a place that coaches on the men's and women's side love to come recruit. Obviously, it's a big state, but a high level of basketball being played for both boys and girls high school basketball.
Carter played her high school ball at Fort Worth Country Day, just down the road on I-35W. Another foul.
Yeah, they're just doing a good job. Again, well-coached team, as we've talked about already, but good job getting the ball inside, being patient, pivot, step through, draw contact, and the paint is going to be such a huge part of the game for Tulane. They've done a good job so far taking care of the ball for the most part, not having live ball turnovers, that is. A lot of those have been dead ball turnovers, but good job continuing to force feed the ball to the paint and also get on the offensive glass.
That foul was against Jalen Mallard of North Texas. 1 out of 2 from the free throw line. And a three-pointer on the way, no good for North Texas. Jacqueline Moore, but the rebound to the Mean Green Colonel. Up and in with a foul.
Doing what she does. She is one of the best in the country at getting to the foul line. You see the offensive rebound. We've seen Desiree feed it to Meach. This time Meach feeds Desiree, and great job with this duo. Muscle, the step through we saw on the other end with Tulane. This time, number 10, back to the line.
Fouls on Chiara Grattini, a redshirt junior from Italy. And that will send Desiree Colonel to the free throw line. She is 7th in the conference in free throw percentage. In and out on the three-point opportunity. Colonel is, in fact, in the top 10 in the conference in 7 different categories. So that tells you what kind of year she's having.
Well, you said it earlier. She's on pace to be in the conversation. I think she is in that conversation for Player of the Year. And, her stats just scoring don't say it alone. But what you just said speaks to her versatility.
Down low, ball stolen away by North Texas. Colonel up to Robinson. Easy lay-in.
Exactly what Coach Stockton didn't want to happen in this game. Live ball turnovers, which we talked about a little bit. Not having a point guard play, just having to do it by committee, having people out of position over time, that kind of takes a toll on you. You want to keep those live ball turnovers down because that's where North Texas plays their best ball.
Mean Green lead by 3. Cross-court pass. Pratt, three-pointer on the way. No. And a fight for the ball comes to North Texas. Duncan with the feed to Robinson. Around the horn they go. Shot on the way. It's no good for Shamaria Duncan. And the ball goes out of bounds with a whistle.
Love the ball movement, though. Those shots in Florida, they were going in. Not this time, but great ball movement. Mean Green off and running.
Of course, that should be expected. He had a terrific track record in A&M Commerce and brings that kind of success here to the Mean Green in his first year.
Yeah, and has a chance to tie the wins for most wins in the first season or even break that with as many games that are left. But just an awesome fit. He really wanted to have this opportunity and worked hard to get it, and now him and his team are both taking advantage of really making a mark and not just kind of wanting to be here, but wanting to compete for a championship.
Mabry with a turnaround. Won't fall. And the rebound to Pratt. Her jumper deflected, and North Texas has it. Robinson to push it up court. To the corner, Moore, or Duncan rather. And Duncan's miss taken by the Green Wave.
Yeah, one thing that North Texas has done a great job making an adjustment. It was 10-2 early on in this game. Tulane Wave points in the paint. It is now 18-10. So they've literally gone on their own little 16-0 run in the paint, and they've also done a good job of limiting them to much more of one shot.
Nice rebound and put back for Hannah Pratt, the graduate student out of Boca Raton, Florida.
Yeah, right on cue. Tulane doing what they've done well to stay in this game, which is offensive rebound.
Whistle as the ball goes into Lampkin, and she was fouled.
Yeah, just a hard person to keep off the glass. They've done a good job with their size. That time it comes with hustle. And then Misha Lampkin's able to get a foul kind of the same way with her length and her speed inside. Drawing the contact before the post-up.
And the foul on Amira Mabry. Wooten has the ball stolen. Galich with it, as she will push it up. Rainey to Pratt, and Tulane sets up their offense. 2.5 minutes left in the first half. North Texas with a 1-point edge. Grattini just inside the 3-point line. She'll hit.
Yeah, good offensive possession. A lot of 5 out. Didn't post up one time that time. Just did a lot of cuts off the ball and got a little bit of a pin down. And good shot fake and good job defensively.
Yeah, Rainey with a steal. Grattini back to Rainey. Those two on the outside of the 3-point line. And a whistle. There's a foul from North Texas.
Yeah, just kind of got a ball screen at the end of that. Went under the ball screen and probably could have made it a 3. She decided to step in and make it a long 2. But this Tulane team, we asked Coach, what does she love about this particular team? You've had injuries, you've had lineup changes, you've had so much adversity you've already had to overcome. And she just said, I love coaching this group. I love that they show up every day, and they're a resilient group, and they just keep fighting no matter what.
Jumper for Tulane as Hannah Pratt hits it and gives the Green Wave a 3-point lead, 30-27. Tulane 5-0 all time against North Texas. Last time they met was 2014. They've only been to the Super Pit once. That was in 2011. And here's Grattini. This time, she listened to you. She stepped outside the 3-point line and nailed it.
She did. Let it fly, young lady. Let it fly. Every time you get a chance to, make sure your feet are behind the line.
And that gives Tulane a 4-point edge, 33-29. Colonel sets up, 3-pointer on the way, won't fall. A little bit of a rough shooting night so far for North Texas. Coming out of that last time out, 40% from the field and only 14% from 3-point range.
Yeah, I think they just really struggle from behind the arc. Taking quality looks, the ones that they want, but I think it's going to come down to getting a little bit more momentum before you get some of those to fall. Usually they like to shoot inside out threes where it's not just passed around the perimeter, but it comes from inside the paint. It's going back out. Most of the threes today have just kind of been passed around the perimeter.
Rainey thought about it. Now we'll drive. Back outside, Rainey for 3. It's good. And Tulane has found their shooting stroke here in the second quarter.
Yeah, a lot of confidence happening right now for Tulane. They were down, fought back, and they've taken the lead and not looking back. This team is one of the best 3-point shooting teams in this conference.
Colonel with a miss. Green Wave with a 7-point lead, 36-29.
Yeah, number 3 in the AAC play only to be able to make 7.1 threes per game. So this team not afraid to let it fly from deep. We talked about the paint earlier, and they got the job done there with their height advantage and kind of posting up, and now they're showing the long range ability.
Johnson off the inbound for North Texas. Up to Colonel. Now Johnson inside. Up and no good. There's a foul. And the foul will be called against Hannah Pratt. She protested.
Yeah, good job again, getting it inside. Good face up. Yeah, anytime you kind of break the plane of not just going straight up and down vertical, she broke the plane for a little bit and then pulled her arms back afterwards. Good job by Nia Johnson.
Nia Johnson, a junior out of Tulane, Texas. Missing on the first free throw. Mean Green trailing by 7. That matches the largest lead of the night for Tulane. Second free throw, no good. It's a little chilly outside in Denton, Texas tonight. It's chilly for North Texas inside as well.
It is, coming off that big emotional win on the road. No one else seems to care about that, as they shouldn't. Tulane wants to figure out how to respond after they had one of their worst losses of the year.
In and out on the long-distance shot by Carter, and at the buzzer, North Texas with a half-court heave. It won't fall for DeAndre.